Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to episode number 3. Today we'll be briefly discussing Tim Ferriss's book, The 4-Hour Body. And in this book, he discusses sleep insomnia that he's faced, and we'll also go over the sleep cycles, and we'll take it from there. So, firstly, there's 3 types of insomnia, right? The first one is called onset insomnia. This is the difficulty of falling off to sleep. All right. This is where you lay at night awake, waiting to fall off to sleep, and sleep just doesn't come until early hours of the morning. All right. That's onset insomnia. The second one is where you fall off to sleep, but you wake up in the night, and then you fall asleep again, and then you wake up again, and that's called middle insomnia. All right. The third one, all right, is where you fall off to sleep, but then you wake up too early, all right, and you cannot fall back to sleep. That is called terminal insomnia, all right. So in Tim's book, he discusses this, and he also mentions that the sleep stages, all right. So the sleep cycle is very simple. There's 4 stages. There's N1, N2, N3, and REM. All right. So N1 and N2, this is your light sleeping patterns. All right. This is where your light sleep happens. N1, normally person can be waken up very easily. N2, it's a little harder for someone to wake up, but it's still light sleep. N3, this is the deep or delta wave. This is deep sleep. This is delta wave sleep. And the 4th stage is REM, which is basically where you have your vivid dreams and so forth, right? So a full length of a sleep cycle, is about 90 minutes to about 110 minutes. And this, as the night goes on, your REM increases while your deep sleep, N3, decreases, all right? So Tim, basically, he was basically going and saying, okay, I want to improve REM sleep. I want to improve the deep wave sleep. So he's talking about N3 and N4, all right? And basically, he says, okay, for a good night's sleep, right, you need about 8 to 10 hours, right? And the higher the percentage of REM sleep, the better it is for you to recall the skills or data acquired in the previous 24 hours. So higher percentage REM sleep also correlated to a lower average pulse and temperature upon waking. So it's good for your body, it's good for memory, and it's good for you to actually, if you recall certain skills, maybe you're learning a new subject, maybe you're learning a new language, maybe you're learning how to drive, or maybe a new type of job that you're learning. So you're going to need a little bit more REM in your sleep, right? So one of the ways that he said that you can actually increase the REM percentage is extending your total sleep to past 9 hours, all right? Now that's almost impossible, but alternatively, we could actually, the alternative is, he says here, you sleep for 4.5 hours, all right? And you set an alarm to wake you up, and you wake up for 5 to 10 minutes, and then you go back to sleep. So by doing this, you increase your REM percentage. Well, it doesn't really say how much you increase it here. So I'm all about natural ways to improve your sleep. He mentioned something here about huperzine A, taking 200 micrograms. I'm not really keen on taking supplements for sleep. Especially, I need to research this to see how natural this is, all right? But apparently this increases your total REM by 20 to 30%, all right? It's called huperzine A, all right? You take it 30 minutes before bed, but I'm not gonna, you should always go and seek advice from a doctor before taking this, because there's obviously side effects and stuff like that, so don't do something without seeking advice from a medical practitioner, all right? The other one is the deep sleep, N3. He wanted to improve this. So the reason being why you want to improve this, because he was looking at the physical aspect of it, right? So what they say is the higher the percentage of deep wave sleep, the better your subsequent physical performance. So meaning your workout the day before, right, will have improved. Your recovery would have improved if you get more deep sleep. All right. So he mentioned here there is a way that you could actually increase your deep sleep. All right. He said the maximum amount of. He mentioned that he took glasses of wine. He said 2 glasses of wine at least 4 hours before sleep increases your deep wave sleep by 20 to 50%. All right. Now most people do not actually like, well, South Africans like wine, but if you do not want to choose that option, there is an alternative. Right. It's called California poppy extract. Right. This increases your deep sleep by 20%. Now I've bought this. It's organic Californian. I don't know if you can see it. Poppy extract. All right. I bought this from Faithful to Nature. It's a very, very recommended South African site where you can actually buy organic, non-GMO products like this. I've tried this and it works brilliantly. You took a few drops of it and you put in a glass of water before bed, and it improves your deep sleep by 20%. So, caution, this does include organic alcohol, which is percentage of 25%. It's very, they say you put 2 to 3, they say you take 15 drops, right? So I went about 10 drops in water, and it had the same effect for me because I'm a lightweight. So this actually works perfectly, but it's organic. That's what I like about it. It's organic alcohol, so it's from plants, and so this is something I tried and it works beautifully, right? Alternatively, or what he also mentioned is that, certain mornings when you wake up, you feel tired. Even though you had a full night's sleep, you had sometimes 8 hours sleep, but you feel a little bit tired. So according to him, his research, he did speak to a Dr. Seth Roberts, and Dr. Seth Roberts confirmed that the culprit for this is actually low blood sugars. All right. So yeah, certain people who have diabetes and stuff like that, I don't know. You should actually speak to a physician for this. All right. But he didn't say have sugar. Basically, he recommended have 2 tablespoons of organic almond butter and celery. So that's a healthy option, right? I'm sure even a person with diabetes might be able to have this. But this eliminated the 50% of feel like crappy mornings, all right? So yeah, he said it eliminated by 50% that feel like crappy mornings. And as well, in addition, he said you should also try flaxseed oil. So I found it eventually. I found flaxseed oil. Make sure you get the cold pressed version of flaxseed oil. And this bottle of flaxseed oil I got from Woolworths, and it's high in omega-3. So this, in addition with the almond butter, actually helps you increase your good mornings, like to feel better when you wake up in the morning. So yeah, thank you for listening. And if you have any questions regarding Tim Ferriss's book, where to get a copy, you can get it from Exclusive Books or anywhere online. But I would recommend getting this book, not only for good sleep, but there's other things over here that, it opened my mind, you know what I mean, to a lot of different perspectives. And I tried a few things, and not everything, but it does work. Most of the stuff I tried in your works. But anyway, thank you so much for listening to this episode, and I hope to see you guys soon. Take care.